and today we are talking about how to use freezer paper, which I get that question a lot. If you guys don't know what a Cricut is, check out the links below because there are playlists and all that good stuff, including coupons. So if you're buying new products or you need a good savings, make sure you check out my blog, which the link goes right to it down below. So today I am amazed with this tutorial. I was so happy how it turned out, and I shared this with you guys in the shirt techniques video, but this is a shirt we made with freezer paper and bleach, and I was so excited how it turned out because you can really get super detailed with the freezer paper, super cheap. But here is the thing, do not buy wax paper. By freezer paper, there is a big difference. Wax paper is coated with wax so that things do not stick to it. Freezer paper is coated with plastic so that when you iron it on, it like welds just a little bit to the fabric, but it easily peels off and it doesn't leave any residue. It's like my favorite technique right now. It is so awesome. So pick up a box of freezer paper, not wax paper, if you have a Cricut, because you're gonna be using it a lot and it's super fun. You cannot reuse it, so every stencil you have to remake, but it's so worth it, so cheap, so easy. So let's get going. Let's go. All right, so obviously you're going to need plastic coated freezer paper. I believe I got this at Walmart or Target, but make sure you get freezer paper, not wax paper. There's a big difference. So we're going to cut it to our board, and I actually made 2 designs on this big long board. So you're gonna want to set it to the lowest setting, which is right under paper, and then you're gonna cut out your design. With this technique, cutting out simple designs is a little bit easier because you're not gonna be able to use transfer tape for this because transfer tape just sticks way too good to this stuff and it doesn't make it easy at all, especially if you're putting it on fabrics and like you try to peel it up, there's no way that this is going to stick to it. So you're just going to want to do kind of a simple design. I'll show you in a second how I did a more detailed design. It is doable, but just the simpler the easier. So I'm doing the SF Giants, and you'll notice that we cut it with the shiny side up, so the plastic side up. So that means that you're going to want to flip your image backwards when you're doing this technique. It just makes it easier, so it doesn't take any of the plastic off when you are putting it on your mat. So iron out your shirt and make sure it's nice and warm and flat, and then you're going to iron on your freezer paper. If you have little pieces that need to be put on afterwards, do that after you do the main parts. And you can just do this very slowly and just work your way. Most of the time it'll be nice and curled. I guess not nice, but it'll be curled up. So you just want to work really slow until you get it all down, and then just go over it one more time to make sure that it's all down. The cool thing about this is usually you get 2 stencils out of every time you make one. So I got the negative and the positive stencil out of this. And if you did not watch shirt techniques, I had a lot of different ways you guys can make shirts, but I just wanted to go into detail on the freezer paper for this video, and I'll go into detail on the other ones in other tutorials as well. So just make sure you get them all on there, and then this was my more detailed one, and you'll see how it's all really curly, but it's still super doable. You just have to start on one little spot and then slowly work your way up. Try not to get any wrinkles in there, so it just takes a little bit of more tedious work than the big stencils do. But this shirt was totally worth it. It's like my favorite shirt out of all of them. So I definitely wanted to make sure you guys saw how I did this one. So you just lay down each little piece and iron it on. It really doesn't take a lot to iron it down. And if you see any pieces coming back up, or if you accidentally peel a piece up, just iron it back down because it works like that. Freezer paper is really cool. For some reason it has plastic on it. So the plastic just kind of adheres to the shirt, but it doesn't adhere enough to leave any residue, so that's really cool. So now I'm just going in and getting all the little pieces and putting those on as well, and then once you've got all your stuff on there, you can attack it with a bunch of different things, and you can see all the things we did in the video, but I'm going to show you guys specifically how we did the bleach. So I sprayed on the bleach, and then you're going to want to wait until it starts to change color, and then as soon as it gets to the color that you want, you can douse it with water or dunk it into like a bucket of hot water. Not hot water, just water. Sorry, my words aren't working like normal. Okay, so like normal as in like normally they don't always work. So this actually was like an orangey color when I rinsed it out, and then I hung it on the fence and it didn't stay orange. It kept bleaching it. So if I wanted it to stay orange, I really would have done that dunk it in water thing and really gotten the bleach out of it. I kind of wanted it to be orange because it's a San Francisco sign, so I might have to do another one. But then this one I think turned out really cool. And once again, it looks orange in this, but it did continue to bleach once I hung it on the fence to dry. So it did get a lot of spots where it was white, and it actually bled through the back and made a really cool design on the back as well. But after all my freezer paper was done, I just stuck it on the fence to dry, all of our different techniques, and then you just peel it off and it's good to go. And it seriously is my favorite technique, I think, because it's cheap and it's easy and it is so cool. Because check this one out. Like, I can't get over how cool this t-shirt is. Like, it looks like something that you would spend a lot of money on, but my shirt was like $5. And then these are really fun for kid crafts too, because it's freezer paper, it's super cheap, and then you can just let them make their own t-shirts. And she's obviously making this one for her dog, which is Hunter. And then we also did some Mod Podge and stuff in the other ones, but all of it can be done with freezer paper. All right, guys, I hope you loved it. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.